Well, here you go, guys. This is another video I'm going to shoot. I'm just leaving my office. It's about 6:25 in the evening, so I'm not sure how this is going to show in a video, but I thought I'd just do a little one so Mum can take a look at some more parts of San Diego. I know you guys went to go see somebody today for Mum's dementia, so tomorrow hopefully this will be up on the web, so in the morning you guys can take a look at it, and then a little bit later on when I get up in the morning for me, it'll be afternoon for you guys. I'll see if I can get a hold of you by Skype, no problem. But it's been a little cooler today. The temperature went down to about 72, 73, which is more like normal for us. This is part of Chula Vista. Looks a little bit different to Spring Valley where I live. But I know probably Mum's never going to be able to fly out here and visit, so I thought maybe I'll just keep shooting different types of videos so she can kind of get to see places that I get to see, make up for not being able to fly out of here. Just across the street here, behind them bushes you can see, there's actually a private country club. It's called the Chula Vista Country Club, and it's a private golf course right smack in the middle of Chula Vista. It costs about, I think the last time I heard, it's about $35,000 a year to be a member, and you have to be voted in by the members. And you get to play so many rounds of golf a month for free, and you have free food so many times as well. Worked into the 35 grand you pay every year to be a member. Not quite got there yet. I've heard it's a nice golf course. It's got a little cloudy this evening. Definitely changed. It's 71 degrees now, and like I say, last Sunday it was well over 80 degrees at this time of day. Maybe next weekend I'll do some more videos and I'll take a drive over to Coronado and places like that, so you can see the skyline of the downtown area. This is just a typical street in Chula Vista. Hopefully the quality will be good enough so you'll be able to see how a freeway looks. I didn't expect to be leaving quite so late today, but as always there's something to do in my job. Well, today I took Elsa to have a cardiologist do some tests on her. She's getting some chest pains and tightness in her chest when she's taking dialysis, so we had to go and see a cardiologist and have what they call a stress test. I had one 2 years ago after my stroke. It seems as if she went through okay with it. One of these days I'm going to convince her to go on a video with me. She's a little shy right now. It's a little weird when I played back the videos I've already made and I hear myself talking. It doesn't sound like me, but I guess it never does. But this is the typical drive home for me after work. That's why I thought I'd shoot it. This is what I do every day when I go home. This is the same route I usually take. So now we're coming up on the freeway, the 805 freeway. I think you should be able to see the cars running along it. They're constantly doing work though. And like I say, today's Tuesday evening, so we've just got over our full day Sunday and Monday night football. So we got today off and Wednesday off, and then on Thursday night there's another game to watch. Like from now through Christmas, everybody's watching football right now in America. It's a big thing over here. And now with the NFL network, we have Thursday night football games as well. I guess I'm getting used to it. I'm not as passionate watching the game as Elsa is, though. She gets real loud, yelling and screaming at the TV. Okay, we're just going under the freeway now, so I'm getting ready to get onto the freeway. This street I'm on now has gone from L Street, it becomes Telegraph Canyon Road, and this is one of the main drives that takes you east into what they call East Lake, which is all the new community they built up over the last 10-12 years. There was a huge amount of construction of houses since I got into real estate, and then they started selling them for over $1 million a piece, and I'm like, this is Chula Vista. $1 million homes, they're supposed to be sold like in a place called La Jolla, Del Mar, which is by the ocean. And of course the market crashed, so those homes that sold for $1 million probably 5-6 years ago are back on the market as a foreclosed home for $500,000, maybe less than that. So a lot of people lost a lot of money. Okay, we're heading north now on the freeway. Oh, we've got some red sky at night. You can actually, from here, you can see downtown San Diego, but there's a lot of cloudiness and mistiness, so you're not going to get a good view. This is what it's like driving down the freeway. I'm lucky, I'm heading north on 805, and the majority of people are heading the opposite direction. They head south along the 805, so you'll notice there'll be a ton of traffic lights on the other side of the road, far more than I've got. And if you come here maybe around 5 o'clock instead of now, it is like a parking lot on the other side, just a parking lot. I'm lucky where I live, I'm always driving in the other direction, so I don't have to worry so much. And gas prices have jumped up to $5 a gallon, so you don't want to sit in traffic burning gas, but a lot of people do. Every day they'll spend between maybe 40 and 50 minutes in traffic trying to get to work and get home. And they only maybe work 12 miles. It can take them almost an hour to get that far. Well, I've slid over now. Now I'm going to get onto another freeway called the 54 and go east out of Chula Vista and head out to Spring Valley where I live. literally from this point, if I headed east, I'm sorry, no, west, we're only, I think, less than a mile and a half from the ocean. That actual ocean is not the open ocean with the beach, it's part of the San Diego Bay that is connected to the ocean. Probably if you had to jump over that through what they call the Coronado Cays, then we're about 3 miles from the sea. And like I said, I think before, it's been about 12 years since I last went to the beach. It's so close, and yet you never seem to find the time to go do something. Maybe that'll change now that I'm making better money than I have for the last couple of years. Oh, here's, I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but we've got a large flock of birds that are flying to somewhere where they can sleep tonight. You see that every day in the winter. Huge clouds of birds. Now just coming up is an exit called Woodman Street. This is where I used to get off and head over to the left. And this area of town is called Paradise Hills, and this is where we used to live. We lived in a condominium, in like an apartment, and then I had the chance to rent that bigger house with a garage and everything in Spring Valley. So we moved out of Paradise Hills and then moved over to Spring Valley. That's about 4 years ago. This Christmas will be our 5th Christmas at the house, and it's got a nice wood burning fire, which I love to put on in the winter, get the wood burning. Something that I feel you can't beat. Although this year actually it might be different, because now I've got Skype all set up. We might be able to share Christmas with Mum, because Elsa's tradition has always been to open presents just after midnight Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve, but at midnight, like 1 minute into Christmas Day. She likes to open up basically all the presents. Well, that'll be 8 o'clock in the morning for you guys. So maybe we could share Christmas this year. That'll be different. We'll talk about that as we get closer. But for sure I'll see if I can catch you online tomorrow. If you see me come online, I don't know if you have Skype open all the while, you know, don't be afraid just to hit me up with a call as well. I went online Sunday and I saw that you were online, but then I had a phone call. When I got back, then you'd gone offline, so I missed you. But I'll work on this video tonight, get it sent up to YouTube, so you can have a link, so when you wake up in the morning you can play it, and then like I say around 4, maybe just before 4 o'clock, if I can wake up early enough, I'll give you a call tomorrow on Skype. Because I guess John is home for a while, until Friday, from reading the email. So maybe I'll get a chance to say hi to John too. And maybe I'll get Elsa to talk too. Well, I hope Mum don't find the videos boring. I'll definitely get one that's in a little bit better light. So I'll take a drive over to where the ocean is and stuff. There's a video I'd really like to find, and I'm going to take a look on YouTube, because it might be on YouTube now. And there's a TV channel called KPBS. It's like a public broadcasting network. Sponsors pay money to keep it going. And they did a really, really nice job of doing a flyover of San Diego in a helicopter. I had the book. I think Heather took it home with her, and it had all the photos from the video, and they've got some really nice shots, and if I can find it I'll send you a link to that, because that's something that Mum probably would really like to see, because then you get to see all the different areas of San Diego, and they're taken from a high position in a helicopter with high def. I'm sure Mum would be interested in watching that. But as you can see, it didn't take that long to get home. Maybe about 15-minute drive. But I actually live, I think I measured it one time, I live about 13, 14 miles from the office. Which makes me laugh, because I remember going from Oadby into Leicester when I worked at Cora's, and it's like 4.5 miles, and you think that was a long drive. But these freeways make it a lot easier on you. And here's the thing, California has the most freeways. If you go into the rest of America, they don't have freeways. Not like we do over here. They have major roads, but there's nothing like the freeway system. And you'll probably notice that they don't have as much street lights around here as we do back home in England. The place is not lit as well as you would think. From what I can gather, the only reason why they do that, not too far away from San Diego, is called Palomar Mountain, and on the top of Mount Palomar is the Mount Palomar Observatory. And the more lights you have in the city, the more it shines up into the sky, and it obscures the stars. So that's why we don't have as many lights as you would think. They don't want to make it hard for them to see the stars from the observatory. Okay, here we are. Home sweet home.